Welcome to the Typhoon Tournament Expert Division opening round, hole number 14. Here we're going to be playing a Sniper Bounce Up with the Kingmaker, APOC 5 plus, Sniper 9 plus. The adjustment for the drive is P3 plus 10% max. We're using 6 top spin, 3 right spin, and we're playing just before circle drop overpower. So APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 2/3 of the white ring in the right rough at the top of the plus 10. APOC 7, you'll have 1/3 of the white ring in the right rough at the top of the plus 10. And APOC 8 will be white ring touching the right rough at the top of the plus 10. Adjust P3 plus 10% max. No push-up. And then we're going to be using tip of the triangle, right curl. And what I mean by that is the center line is going to be touching the tip of the triangle, and we're going to play it just before circle drop. So I'm going to find that little circle drop there, have the tip of the triangle touching the center line, and then play it just before the circle drops overpower. We're looking for anything 390 plus on the drive. Of course, you can, even if your drive rolls short or long, you can still play this. You're just going to have to tweak the approach a bit. But from a standard drive with a perfect drive and around the 392 to 395 range, you should be able to play this set spin shot. So what I'm doing is I'm going to add my spins. My base spin is 1.2 top, 1.2 left. And I'm playing this P3 plus 0% elevation at slider. So I'm not using any elevation, 0% at slider. For this one, I counted up 5 rings and then found my spin set, and that's what I'm basing this shot off of. So add your spin, 1.2 top, 1.2 left, find min, and then count rings up from min until you can get your ball guide to look like this. Once you do, then you'll play it at whatever slider it is that you've counted from min. So 1 ring from min is 3%, 2 is 5, 3 is 8, 4 is 11, 5 is 13%, which is what I play here. 6 is 16%, 7 is 18, 8 is 21, 9 rings from min is 24% slider. 10 rings is 27, 11 is 29, 12 is 32, 13 is 35% slider, 14 is 38, and 15 is 41. But if you can get the tip of your ball guide to look like this, and you have the set spins, and you count up for min, just use whatever slider you count up to with the set spins and try to have your ball guide look like this, because this was the drop. With that being said, P3 0% at slider works for wins under 12 and slider 13 or less, right? So here's what I got for you. If your wins are 11.9 or lower and your slider is 0 to 13%, then there's no change. If your slider is 16 to 27%, then you'll add 0.2 to the adjustment. If your slider is between 29 and 41%, then you add 0.4 to the adjustment. That's for wins below 12. If your wins are in the 12s, 12.0 to 12.9, then you'll add an additional 0.2 to your adjustment. So wins in the 12, if you're 0 to 13 slider, you'll add 0.2. If you're 16 to 27 slider, you'll add 0.4. If you're 29 to 41 slider, you'll add 0.6 to your adjustment. That's for wins in the 12s. If you have wins in the 13s, you'll add 0.4 to the previous chart, which is 0 to 13% slider. Add 0.4 to your adjustment. 16 to 27 slider, you'll add 0.6 to the adjustment. And 29 to 41% slider, you add 0.8 to the adjustment. That's for wins in the 13s. So win strength and slider percentage both play a factor in this shot. With that being said, it is a tough drop because the drive rolls out in different places and your first bounce will be landing in different areas and the fairway is a little bumpy. So, it's not necessarily the easiest drop, but this will give you a decent chance at dropping the albatross. And it's always going to be a safe eagle with a free to play kingmaker. So good luck. I hope you get the drop, and we'll see you on the next hole.